As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm back with a wash day routine for my natural hair. It's been about 4 months since I combed out my locks, and I haven't updated you guys since I really first combed them out. So we are definitely overdue for an update. So let's get into this video. So I recently picked up some new products that I'm also going to be trying out in this video, and I'm also going to be styling my hair. To be completely honest, natural styles aren't really my strong point. My last attempt at a wash and go was probably about 6 years ago, but this time around with my natural hair, I am trying to get into more natural styles. So I'm beginning by just saturating my hair with water. As you guys seen in the opening clip, my hair has a lot of product built up on it. I had some stitch braids in, and the braid gel that was used was really thick. When I took the stitch braids out, I didn't have time to wash my hair, and I slicked it back in a bun. So yeah, we're going to be doing a really deep clean wash. So I'm going in first with this Aunt Jackie's Power Wash, and this is a clarifying shampoo. I first tried this when I first combed out my locks, and I love this shampoo. I don't use this every time I shampoo, but it is my go-to when I have a lot of old product built up in my hair. Depending on how dirty my hair is, I usually do 2 to 3 shampoos. For this video, I did 3 shampoos. The first 2 were with the clarifying shampoo, and for the third one, I'll show you guys what I used when we get to that point in the video. So a recurring concern I see as it relates to transitioning back to loose hair after having locks is that loose natural hair is just more time consuming. The maintenance is longer. It's just a harder process. In my experience, the first couple of washes, it was definitely a learning curve, but now that it's been about 4 months, my wash day takes about the same amount of time as it took when I had my locks. Now, I understand that that will differ depending on the length, texture, and density, but I think the biggest thing is to try to simplify your process as much as possible. Whenever you transition to something different, I feel like there's this tendency to overcomplicate it. In the 3 years that I was locked, I feel like there have been so many new products on the market, new gadgets, new routines and recommendations from the natural girlies. So initially transitioning back to loose hair, my thought was to try all of these new things to catch up with the current practices, but eventually I just went back to what I knew. So for shampooing, I really just focus on making sure that all the product is evenly distributed from root to tip, and making sure to keep my hair going in the same direction to avoid any unnecessary tangling. And so now we're at the third shampoo, and I'm going to be using this Girls with Curls curl shampoo. It's supposed to be anti-frizz, and I've never heard of this brand before, but I seen the shampoo and conditioner combo at TJ Maxx and just wanted to give it a try. The clarifying shampoo does a great job at getting your hair really clean, but it can make the strands of your hair feel a little stripped. So I'm going in with this shampoo, and this is just going to start the process of rebuilding the moisture back into my hair. As I use this shampoo, my hair definitely felt softer already. I'm also going to go in with my scalp massager this time just to help with the circulation in the scalp, which helps promote hair growth, and I just feel like it also just helps get any buildup off of my scalp. Properly shampooing your hair is essential to overall maintenance. In my opinion, dirty hair or hair that just isn't properly clean, it just doesn't respond well, and it makes it harder to manage your hair. I haven't even used conditioner yet, but you can already see my curls start to pop, and my hair has a lot more body and movement just from shampooing. And for conditioner, I'm going to be using the Girls with Curls curl conditioner, and I'm just beginning by raking that through my hair, smoothing it through my hair, and just making sure that my strands of hair are coated from a root to tip. I'm also going to go in now with a wide tooth comb and just make sure that my hair is detangled. Sometimes I'll split my hair into 4 sections when I do this, but I really didn't feel the need to do it this time around just because my hair wasn't as tangled as I thought it was going to be. And after my hair is detangled, I just put my hair in a cap for about 10-15 minutes, and then I rinse out the conditioner. And for the most part, I try to stick to the same wash routine. So pre-locks, I used to wash my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. During locks, every 2 to 3 weeks. And now post-locks, I'm still washing my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. Depending on the style, like if I'm in box braids or a protective style, I might go a little longer. But for the most part, every 2 to 3 weeks. And here is my hair after it's been shampooed and conditioned. This is actually a few hours later because I had some errands to run, so I had it just pinned in a clip and it started to get dry. So I'm gonna start by just spraying it down with a little water to rehydrate it. Then I'm gonna spray it down with some leave-in conditioner. This one is from Plantmade. It's their Drizzle leave-in conditioner. I'm also gonna go in with an oil from Plantmade. I'm gonna rake that through my hair and massage it into my scalp. I do recommend moisturizing your hair as soon as you finish washing it while it's still wet. But yeah, my routine just got a little out of order this day. So now we're going to move on to styling. Like I told you guys earlier in the video, I don't style my natural hair very often. So I'm trying to figure out like if I wanted a middle part, a side part, if I wanted to fall like bangs, or how I wanted it to look. So I'm playing around with it. I ended up going with just like a middle part and went from there. So I split my hair into 4 sections, and I'm also going to spray it down with a little more water, make sure it's detangled, and I also went in with a little moisturizing cream. So I'm attempting to do a wash and go. In the past, when I've tried wash and goes, I used gels, but I've seen a lot of people raving about this dew mousse, so I wanted to give it a try. So I'm going to apply a pump of that in my hands and just kind of rake it through my hair. I did still use some gels, so I used the Unjackies Don't Shrink as well as just some eco gel. Prior to doing my hair, I watched a ton of wash and go videos. It took me a minute to really find my rhythm, but I think I did find a pretty good routine. So first things first, I'm working in small sections, and then I saturate that section with the mousse. I'm raking my fingers through that section, and I'm also smoothing the mousse into that section. Then I go in with my little detangler brush just to make sure that it's detangled, and this also kind of starts the process of clumping the curls together. And then I go in with a combination of both gels that I showed you, and I'm just taking a small section and I'm finger coiling those little sections. I believe this is called shingling. Y'all, I've been doing my natural hair homework. So yeah, I just do that for the entire section. And I like the Unjackies Don't Shrink. I think it's good for definition, but I like the Eco Gel for hold. So that's why I use a combination of them. And then after I finish the shingling process, I do my best not to touch my hair at all, which is really hard for me because I am a hair toucher. Look at me right now. But yeah, then I just repeat that same process throughout the rest of my hair. This process was definitely messy and it can be a little tedious, but I don't think it's like the worst process ever. It took me about 45 minutes to get through my entire head. So yeah, it's not like a quick 15-minute style, but under an hour, I think that's still pretty decent. And once I found my rhythm, I feel like it was a straightforward process. One of the things I've been working on these last few years as it relates to my relationship with my hair journey, whether it's locked or loose, is not taking on other people's hair traumas. As a Black woman, regardless of how you style your hair, I feel like someone always has something to say. And so with natural hair, one of the things you hear is that it's hard to do, it's time consuming, all those things. And we're all entitled to our own unique experiences and truths, but just because someone else struggles with their natural hair doesn't mean that you're automatically going to struggle with your natural hair. And if you're not careful, it's really easy to internalize all of these problems that don't really exist for you. For the last couple of months, I have been putting off attempting this wash and go style because I thought it was just going to be like a bigger project than what it actually was. And as I was doing my hair, I was like, this really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, I could definitely do this more often. And the more you do it, the more you experiment, you figure out what works and what doesn't work for you. And once you understand what works for you, I feel like it makes your routine so much easier. I never really got into all of the hair typing. I usually just say I'm type 4 because like most people, I have a mixture of textures in my hair, but since combing out my locks, I do feel like I've been able to see my curl pattern a lot more now, and I feel like I'm like 4B. Doing this style also made me realize how much more dense and coarse the center of my hair is, so when it comes to styling and detangling, like I know I need to work in smaller sections in that area now. But here is how my hair looks after I have defined everything. And now I'm just going in with a blow dryer on like a low setting, and I'm blow drying my hair. With all of the wash and go research that I did, everyone was saying how important it is to make sure the hair dries fully. So a lot of people recommended sitting under a dryer or going in with a blow dryer. You can also let it air dry, but air drying does take quite a bit of time. It's also important not to touch the hair while it's wet because that will create frizz and you'll lose some of that definition. Drying is like the most annoying thing for me when it comes to natural styles because, again, like I said, I touch my hair a lot and I get really impatient. I also tried using this diffuser that I bought a few months ago specifically for my natural hair, but this was the first time I actually tried it. I don't know if it made that much of a difference or not, but yeah, I did try it. I don't know if it made the drying process faster or if it helped define my curls even more, but yeah, I used it for a little bit and then I just pinned my hair off my face and let it air dry while I did my makeup, and this is how it looked afterwards. I was super satisfied with the curl definition and it wasn't too crunchy. I still had some body and movement, but as expected I did get some shrinkage and I was just not really feeling the shape, y'all. So I'm going in with my blow dryer and I'm just kind of stretching my roots so it looks a little fuller and not as flat. I was trying my best not to disturb these curls, but y'all, I just was not feeling the way that it was falling in my face and stuff. So I'm just kind of playing with it. I went in with a pick and kind of fluffed my roots some. But overall, I'm very pleased with how it turned out. As far as like my technique and method, like I'm super proud of myself. I love the way that my curls actually came out, but I definitely still have to practice with like the styling aspect of it and just kind of finding a style and shape that works for me. I haven't had a trim since September when I first combed out my locks, and I am trying to stay on top of my trims since I do like to manipulate my hair a lot. So I plan on getting a trim within the next month or so, and I think when I get my next trim I'm going to talk to my stylist about like getting a trim or cut to where my hair looks good, whether it's straightened or in its natural state, because I think that was the one thing that I was missing, was just like that shape. Like the back of my hair just looked really flat and I didn't want to fluff it too much and disrupt the curls, but I think if I had more shape in the back I would have loved it. So this was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I think it was cute. But in true Sharmel fashion, I had to tweak it and make it my own. And y'all, me and updos just go together real bad, okay? I love me a good updo. I feel like updos just really complement my facial features and my facial structure. So I did a little claw clip style, but I left some hair out in the back as well as a bang. And this is a style that I have done plenty of times before. I've done it with my locks, I've done it with extensions, with my natural hair. I think that this is just one of my signature looks and it just fits my personal aesthetic. But yeah, y'all, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.